Can I go to the sleepover?
I want you to promise me something. If there's any drinking, I want you to say, "No thanks, not my thing."
I promise, Mom.
They really do hear you.
Did you pack your toothbrush?
For tips on how to start the talk, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Para-archery is basically anyone with, I hate to use the term disability because it's not really a disability, it's just you have to adapt and change the way you're shooting. I shoot with a mouth tab. Some will shoot with a release on their shoulder and just touch it with their chin or something to release the string. There's blind archers, wheelchair. Basically anybody that wants to shoot can shoot. It's the same with any sport. You have to want it and you have to put in the work. Archery right now is one of the fastest growing sports, but to shoot in a para class you have to be classified by the National Association, USA Archery. USA Archery is the tournaments I'm basically focusing on right now. After I get classified as a para archer, I'm considering switching over to Olympic recurve, and that was at the request of the USA Archery para coach, has asked me to switch over and possibly join the team, but that'll come after classification and a lot of practice. Olympic recurve would be using the same bow I'm using now, but they're allowed to use stabilizers, sights, and all the bells and whistles. The bare bow that I'm doing right now, you can have small weights on it, but that's it. It's just the archer, arrow, and the bow. Well, I've just started competing myself within basically the last year. I've won several tournaments, the shootout series. I've won several of the individual tournaments, won the state, and then what they call the national. It really hasn't picked up in a lot of states, so the national is right now I think 3, possibly 4 states around Kentucky, and that was against the college archers here in Kentucky and Tennessee. Both my parents shot competitively, and of course that was almost 50 years ago, and I just grew up shooting with that and kept on with it through college. Had the motorcycle wreck in '88 here in town, and after my wreck there really wasn't a lot of sport activity I could do with my leg and arm, and I had 2 girls and wanted to do something sport-wise with them, and I'd been shooting a bow since we'll say a very early age. So I got a bow and started relearning how to shoot. I wanted something I could do with my 2 daughters, and it worked out that I figured out how to shoot with my teeth and could shoot with them. People seeing me shoot will let them understand that there is no actual limitations in archery. As I said, I've worked with blind kids. One had Tourette's syndrome, kids that have use of only one arm. We had one boy in Harrison County that broke his arm just before state and was going to quit, and I had extra mouth tabs, so I stuck a mouth tab on his bow and I said, "No, you're not quitting." And he ended up with the highest score of the team at the state tournament 2 days later. So, like I say, it's possible for anybody to shoot if they have the desire. I have yet to find anyone that cannot shoot.